Sean and I, we went to the premiere of Tyler Perry's new movie, Mea Culpa. Mea Culpa. And Mea Culpa starred Kelly Rowland and Trevante Rhodes. And yes, and you may remember Trevante from the Oscar-winning film Moonlight. So he was in that film and was amazing. Now this was a star-studded premiere. We had Kelly's friend and former Destiny's Child member Michelle Williams came. She was there. Angela Robinson, who you know as the wicked Veronica Harrington from The Have and the Have-Nots, was there. Carl Anthony Payne of Martin fame, they were all there. Crystal Hazlett, she was there. She was on the show from Sisters. And I got to, like, it was so, you know, these things that I watch and I get to see the celebrities that I know. So I saw Tyler Perry. He's tall. He's a big guy. Like, he's tall. And so, y'all, I took photos with Tyler Perry on the red carpet. And then Tyler noticed that I had too much cleavage exposed in the photo. He kept saying he could see the petals. So he had me cover up and take a new one. And here's the thing, like going without a bra, because we didn't have a shirt that we could, this was last minute. Willie Sinclair III from the Milwaukee Sinclairs, there was no shirt that we could find to go under the blazer. So he told me, just make sure it's pulled. You know, before you get on the red carpet, pull it closed. And I did, because it wasn't supposed to be that much cleavage. I pulled it closed, but here's the thing. When I get on the red carpet, because I hate doing red carpet, I don't like taking pictures, and you got all of the paparazzi, they were like, look this way, look. And so once I did this, it pulled the blazer open. But you don't have a mirror, you can't see. And the paparazzi ain't gonna tell you because they want something to come out. So every time I did this, like, I'm Superwoman, the thing came out, and then you're walking down the red carpet, and then somebody goes, look over your shoulder. So every time I did this, the doggone blazer came open. So I did not, by the time I got to Tyler Perry, I did not know. And I was leaning on him, and he got that rich people leather jacket on, so it was pulling the daggone, it was pulling my blazer on. I did not know, and he was making me laugh. So this is half of Tyler Perry's fault, is what I say. But as I was leaving the red carpet, and I keep telling everybody, I have facial blindness, which means that if I look at you, I see two eyes, a nose, and a mouth. But like, unless you tell me the context of how we know each other, a lot of times I don't know who you are. So it's called prosopagnosia. And I think Brad Pitt has it. Yes. And so it's very awkward for me when I meet people and I don't remember them. So I walked over, there was a man standing there that I thought was Trevante Rhodes, who is the star of the movie, okay? There was a man that had a nose, a mouth, a beard, and two eyes that was standing there, and I walked over to him very confidently, and I said, oh my God, I need you to come on my talk show. And then the man that I thought was Trevante, he went, that's Trevante right there. Who was standing right behind me, and I could feel him standing behind me, and I was so embarrassed and humiliated. I walked off the red carpet, and everybody was like, no, there goes Trevante, and I was like, I don't care. I don't even want, I'm so embarrassed, and I literally wanted to like run out of the theater. But so I never met Trevante because I was so embarrassed. And half the time when you get embarrassed, people ain't thinking about you. They doing their own thing, but it was just too much for me. So we went to the theater across the street, and then the lights went down. Now this is Kelly Rowland, and I'm like, I don't see Beyonce anywhere. The lights went down, the movie's about to start, but y'all, guess who snuck into that daggone premiere? Jay-Z and Beyonce came in. Oh my gosh. Now, I did not see all of this. I saw that zebra glow in the dark as she walked past me. Like, all I saw was the thing covering her head, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's glowing in the dark. And then I realized that was Beyonce, and Jay-Z, you can't miss his hair. So they walked past us, and John, you were sitting on the outside aisle, and you turned and said something to them as they walked by?
So Theo, your Emmy-nominated hair guy, nudged me and said, there they go. So I turned and I said, hey, Miss Carter.
You did?
And then she said, hey. Oh. And then I said, hello, Mr. Carter. And he said, all right now. I didn't tell him I dressed up as him for Halloween because it was dark in there, you know?
It was dark in there, so I wasn't even looking at the movie. I saw them sit down next to Kelly, and then we're sitting there in the dark, and a woman with really big hair floated down the aisle and sat right next to Tyler Perry. It was Mariah Carey. She came. And I don't get that close to Mariah. Like, sus, did you know Mariah Carey does not walk, she floats? Does she float by you?
She definitely floats.
Yeah, she floats. I could have sworn I heard, and she floated by. Oh my gosh, so she was sitting there next to him. But and then Mama Tina came.
Yeah.
She was sitting there. But I'm gonna tell y'all this one thing before I move on. Oh my gosh, so Tyler Perry's movie, Mea Culpa, it's an erotic thriller, all right? So there's this very steamy, hot sex scene between Kelly Rowland and Trevante Rhodes that's in the movie. So apparently, they told Trevante's mother, Mama D'Angelo, in advance. So when they got to the scene, they took her out of the movie theater so she didn't have to watch her son getting hot and heavy on the screen and knowing all that thrusting and stuff. So I saw them lead her out. But what they didn't know was it's a two-part sex scene in the doggone movie. So they took Mama D'Angelo out, but then they brought her back too early. So Tyler grabbed her arm and he said, go back out into the hallway, the sex scene isn't done. So they had to take her back out. And all I will say is this scene was so hot. If I saw my son, Jeffrey, up on screen, that ain't even in the child wooing about. That's nothing. Right there. If I saw Jeffrey doing what Trevante was doing to Kelly in that movie, I wouldn't be hosting the show today. I'd still be in bed. I still would be in my therapist's office, literally looking like this. So y'all, go see it. Check out Tyler Perry's Mea Culpa on Netflix Friday. And Kelly Rowland is here today, so we're gonna be talking more about that. Oh my gosh. Woo, woo.
We're gonna have a good time.